changes are coming to the UK, and if you're planning on moving to the UK this 2025 to either work or study, you will need to know what has been published in the UK's Immigration White Paper for 2025. The white paper that was published this month is about 80 pages. And in this video, I'll be breaking down these 80 pages and sectioning them into 8 bite-sized sections where you'll be able to get all the information you need without having to sit through a very long video. From stricter visa requirements to changes in care worker recruitment, and of course your settlement rights. Please stay tuned because what you hear today in this video could impact your settlement, future and stay in the UK. There are 8 main changes that we'll be talking about in this video with regards to the white paper on immigration. The first one is the skilled worker visa. The second one is the end of overseas recruitment in social care. The third one, settlement would now take longer for people that want to settle permanently in the UK. The fourth one is the new language requirements. The fifth one would be the graduate visa reduction in terms of the amount of time it takes for you to be able to stay on following your graduation. The next one will be the higher immigration charges for employers to be able to sponsor skilled workers. The seventh one will be the easier deportations. And the final one that we're talking about is the digital ID system. I will try and explain this thing as concisely as possible so that this video is not too long. Are you wondering what this new UK government immigration changes really mean to you? Are you a skilled worker, an international student, or someone supporting a loved one abroad? What do these changes actually mean to you? Let's unpack what's changing in this video and see why this is making such a big deal and a lot of headlines all over the world. The first one we'll be looking at today is the skilled worker visa. What are the new requirements for you to be able to qualify for a skilled worker visa? Prior to these changes, for you to be able to qualify for a skilled worker visa, all what you needed was A-level or equivalent to A-level, but now you need a university degree. This is a huge difference from you being able to use your A-levels to now you require to have a university degree. This is a massive change and would affect a lot of people trying to come to the UK through this route. This is a big deal for sectors like logistics, constructions, hospitality, where these skilled workers were allowed to come into the country based on this previous qualification. These sectors are sure to suffer based on these new rules. The second one which we'll be looking at today is the end of recruitment for overseas workers in the social care sector. Here's another bombshell. Healthcare workers will no longer be recruited into working in the country from 2028. This is devastating for people looking to come into the UK through this route. Yes, the UK is phasing out international recruitment for adult social care. This new policy could lead to a huge shortage in adult social care and the NHS, which is already struggling to begin with. So not being able to recruit overseas workers to plug the hole in the gaps in the recruitment shortages would be a huge detrimental impact in caring for all our healthcare in the UK. But we are seeing that there's a huge net migration as well. Apart from people coming into the country, a lot of people are also leaving, especially nurses leaving to go and travel abroad. Can the UK workforce actually plug the hole in filling the gaps in the NHS shortages? I don't think so. That is why the healthcare workers from abroad are an essential part to the working and the heartbeat of the NHS. The third change that will now be happening based on this white paper that's been published is it now takes longer for you to be able to settle in the UK. If you want to settle in the UK, it's now going to take you twice as long to be able to apply for your permanent residency. Prior to the white paper being published, it usually takes 5 years for you to be able to apply for your permanent residency. But now it's going to take you 10 years. In a sense, what this actually means is more money to the UK government because you are having to renew your visa. This is actually going to be a huge detriment and very costly for people trying to stay and become permanent residents in the UK. This would essentially affect all the skilled workers with their families, all international students, anyone that has been able to apply for your permanent residence following 5 years of living permanently in the UK. You now have to wait 10 years. This is one of the most controversial parts of this white paper, and a lot of people are not for this. The fourth thing that has been added based on this white paper is new language skills. This is especially for the dependents. So for dependents now, you need to be able to show basic English language skills for you to be able to be conversational and be ready to improve over time. This to me can be seen as a barrier for a lot of people that English is not their first language, or they're just coming along to be with their family that don't actually need to work. So this might, for some people, might seem like a huge barrier for them being able to come into the country with their families. The fifth change based on the white paper is the graduate visa reduction time. So prior to this white paper, you could get, as a graduate, 2 years to be able to work in the country after graduation. But now this time has been reduced to just 18 months. This is now making countries like Canada, Australia more attractive for people to go and study, where they get longer amounts of time to be able to work once they've completed their studies. Do you think this might reduce the amount of people choosing UK to come in and study here? The sixth change based on this new white paper that has been published is higher immigration charges. Now, for employers to be able to apply for you, the amount of money that they pay for your visas, it has now gone up to 32%. This to me would definitely discourage a lot of organizations from applying for skilled worker visa for people. This would actually reduce the amount of people that each company wants to sponsor, because the amount of money they have to pay for these people has now gone up. This to me is a way of curtailing the amount of people that are coming from overseas to work in the UK. Do you think this is fair? The seventh change based on the white paper is easier deportation. Now, the UK government can now revoke visas for more types of offences, even if these offences are non-violent offences. This, in a way, helps the UK government to crack down on immigration based on people that have had previous criminal history. But what do you think about this? A lot of people are now saying with these new laws, or with this easier deportation, is actually raising serious concerns with human rights. The final thing that has been published on this white paper is the digital ID. That is the new introduction of the digital ID. Say goodbye to biometric residence permits. The UK government is rolling out the new digital identity system. This will enable them to be able to track visa holders and improve enforcement. Some say that this new digital system is effective and very good, but other people are saying it's a way that the UK government is going to be using to track and monitor people more closely. So in essence, what does this all mean really for people living in the UK or thinking of coming to the UK? The supporters of this white paper are saying that this is a very welcome change to the UK. They are saying that these changes will reduce migration, help boost the local job opportunities for people currently living in the UK. The critics of this white paper are saying it is terribly unfair to skilled workers and international students especially. The main question is now, will the UK still be the preferred destination for skilled workers and international students? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So if you're an immigrant, a skilled worker, a student, even an employer, this definitely would affect you in one shape or form. Please drop your thoughts in the comments section. I really want to hear from you about how you feel that this new white paper would affect immigration in the UK. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Until next time, bye.